Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Colts and the Jets, and it's coming up next.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an intra-conference contest between the Indianapolis Colts and the New York Jets. I'm Kate Scott. Joining me as always, my partner in crime, Brock Heward, and we are excited to bring you this NFL divisional round game. Well, excited, the word that you and I... So the Jets take the field for their first drive. And we will get a look at their sixth-year signal caller.
He's one of the select group of quarterbacks where when he takes the field, everyone, and I mean everyone, takes notice. He's part of the game's elite and the game's most important position, and it really is a spectacle, Kate, anytime he leads an offense out, because you know he's capable of plays that other quarterbacks in this league simply cannot make.
They'll start this one out with Hall. And this run is stopped after getting up past the 35. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. From the 36. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Injuries like these haven't stopped them from locking up a playoff spot, Brock. They've been able to fight through them to remain one of the best teams in the entire conference.
I mean, I love that word, fight. It's definitely the key one here. There's been tremendous fight, grit, toughness up and down this roster to keep their level of play despite all these injuries. And they've gotten some tremendous fight out of the players who've stepped into those shoes and taken advantage of the opportunities.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Complete to Coleman. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Colts side of the field. 2nd and 3 now. Hall takes it straight ahead. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Call it a gain of 2, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 1. They go right back to Hall. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Pushing the pace right away to start the game.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 4th down and 1.
They're going play action. He finds him beyond the marker. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. A successful opening drive, nearing field goal range now. It's 1st down at the 41.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now looking to throw. Outright, Corley makes the grab. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
They give on 2nd to Hall. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. The first opportunity for the Jets now inside the red zone. They've got 1st and 10 from the 20. Back to throw now. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Catch is made in close. And he nearly broke it for 6. He steps out at the 3-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal. Throwing from the gun here. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets finish up an excellent opening series. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Jets and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
They start the drive with Hall. Jukes out a one-stop, and he'll get it up to the 44. They get 13 on the pickup, and it'll give the Jets a first down.
That's good for the Jets. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They're throwing it. Has him on the quick hitter, and they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. From the 44-yard line now, first and 10. Give to Hall now on the option. It'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also brings us to the end of this quarter. So that's the end of one in this AFC Divisional Round contest. 7-0 is our score. More from MetLife coming right up. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They're advancing it well as they face second down. Here's Hall once more. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to third down and 3. Setting up a throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Second and 10 now. To the left side and reeled in by Wilson. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Incomplete. It leads to second and 10.
They are throwing it again. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the first down.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. try to run for it with Hall. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Hall does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
This time it's a passing play. Chased out to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, New York! The Jets take a 13-0 lead. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
The Jets are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, well, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
They'll throw to begin this drive. He's on the move. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. The Jets take their first time out. They've got 1st down from the 31. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46. They go play action on 1st. Wow, wide open here, complete. 35 on the pickup. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone now. And this is caught. Touchdown, New York! The Jets boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
The Jets ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone, but through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
They'll start this series with an option left. Oh, stiff arm. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
2nd and 3. Firing one deep for the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here's a throw. That's caught for the 1st. He loses the football. And they scoop it up. They can still run with it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They got 24 yards on the play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. A give left side for Hall. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. He'll throw it. The back's got it. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
They'll run for it with Hall. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Jets push their lead further to start the half. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
The home team's headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. They are in great shape here as we wind down this 3rd quarter. They've got a 3-score lead. Another, that could put this just too far out of reach. Hall running between the tackles. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking for a throw here. Able to hit Hall, complete. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. Only 1 quarter left before we send one of these teams to the AFC title game. The Jets have it with a lead, looking to continue their postseason run. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. reeled in by Wilson. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the gun, it's Hall. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
Here's a give up the middle. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Here's Hall on the give. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Running this with Hall. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Ooh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards. He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. Running it after the penalty. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, you call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
Going to the ground again on first. And he rips off 8 yards on the final play before our 2-minute warning. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They give it to him again. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Give him 3 on that gain. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. That's complete to Wilson. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Right up the gut. And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Jets put up even more points in a win. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Mm-hmm. The win goes to the Jets. And their run through the playoffs has reached the penultimate stop on the tracks. The conference championship game next week. And they're going to need the same type of effort from this game, Brock, to carry forward to reach the end of the line and earn that Super Bowl appearance.